What's going on, you guys? It's your man FaZe Rainbow here, bringing you guys another video. This will be released Wednesday night, which is today. I won't be able to do it Thursday because I'm very busy that day. Probably going to be doing some shopping, laptop shopping. And no, I'm not buying a laptop right away. I'm only going to look around, ask questions, and then I'll know for what I want later on in the month. Because I probably will get it in a month. I'm not sure yet. But it has been confirmed I am going to be getting a laptop. So I can do better videos, intros, and outros, etc., etc. As you can see, I'm walking to work as we speak. And if you're wondering why I'm wearing an orange coat, it's the only coat I can find in my bedroom. I didn't feel like going downstairs and looking around, just I don't have the time. But with that being said, today's video is going to be about the time I drowned my ATV. For those of you wondering what ATV I have, it's a 1992 Suzuki Quad Runner 4-wheel drive. Right now, as we speak, it has a few problems front end wise, nothing major. Hopefully I can find the parts in about a month or so. I do want to get it up and running before the snow goes away, but it's not looking so good because they didn't really make quad runners no more. They mostly make only king quads, which really pissed me off. Yeah. But anyways, on to the story. So Saturday morning, me and my brother wake up, Dad cooks us breakfast, and as we're eating, he asked if we wanted to go to my grandma's to dirt bike and maybe go four-wheeling for a bit. I don't think that's how it actually was worded, but I'm only making a rough guess, guys, so. But that's roughly how it was worded. But anyways, he asked us if we wanted to go to grandma's for a bit. So, I'm like, okay, sure, and whatever else. So we get packed up, and we get the bikes on. My dad has, what's actually kind of funny is my dad also has an ATV. It's also a 1992, but it's a Honda 4-track. His is a 300, mine's is a 300, his is a 92, mine's is a 92, but it's a different make and model, which is actually kind of funny. But anyways, so we load up the 92 4-track and the 92 Suzuki onto the trailer, and we start heading to grandma's. I think it believed it rained that day, just a little bit, not too aggressively, just a little bit, mist-wise. So, I'm like to myself, that's nothing. But either way, if it was kind of downpouring, I would not let that ruin my day. I'd go in rain or shine. But, anyways, so we're already halfway through the day when my uncle decided to go to my other uncle's place. And I don't really have insurance on my bike. My bike's only for like riding around the property kind of thing. Sorry if it's a little too loud for you guys, because I'm passing the main street, the main highway kind of thing, and there's a lot of cars passing by. So anyways, my uncle decided to go to my other uncle's place. So we do. I don't really have insurance on my bike, so I had to take the trail. There's two ways to get there, trail or road. So we decided to take the trail. So we go up to a river crossing, very shallow, but deep in most spots. So my dad and my uncle pass, and I was last to go, but I was following behind my dad. So I start going through. Everything went well until my uncle decided to go another way, because there's two ways when you go to the river crossing. So not my dad, but my uncle decided to take the worst way in. So we decided to follow him. And then, sure enough, we had to turn around because it's a very, very deep. It ends up going into a very deep river. So before we had to turn around, I guess there was a deep hole. My dad started to sink. So we managed to get up, no problem, just like that. Then me not thinking, I decided to take my own route. So I ended up going in the deep hole. And sure enough, I'm only a 2-wheel drive. My brother's in the back. Next thing you know, his whole my whole ATV is completely underwater, still running. And then my front end pokes out of the water, still running. My brother's in the very back. All he sees is his head poking out. I'm sorry, Liam, I have to mention this. I thought this would have been a great Thursday, throwback Thursday. And this only happened maybe about a month ago, a couple months ago. It was about a month before Christmas. It was just starting to snow that day too. But anyways, all you see is his head poking out, and my uncle and my dad pulled me out, but I was still in full-wheel drive, so I slapped it as fast as I could into full-wheel drive, and I managed to get out. My bike was like a steamroller, you guys. It was steaming really bad. Because there was a lot of water in my freaking air breather. Sure enough, there was a lot of water in my little glove compartment. Good thing my ownership wasn't in there, as I would have been screwed. I would have had to probably get new ownership for it. Anyways, my ATV was still running. It was starting to get really boggy, really bad. So it was still able to idle though, thank God. So I kept it running, and yeah, it stalled once. I managed to start it back up. Good thing my starter wasn't screwed up. One of the problems I had was before I even entered the river crossing, I have a cooling fan on my bike, and apparently I had it on, which I shouldn't have, because I constantly turn it on and off, you guys. I don't know why. For now on, if I ever get that thing going again, I'm not going to use it unless I really, really need to. But anyways, long story short, I had this thing on apparently, and I wasn't even thinking to turn it off because I didn't know how deep the water was. So I was like, it's probably nothing. Sure enough, I ended up in the deep water, and now my fan's broken. Not the fan itself, but just the fuse. I blew the fuse. That's one of the problems. Second problem is when we got to my uncle's, we took a break. My dad checked my air breather, or not my air breather, my air filter or whatever. That was full of water. So we tried drying it out. It took a long time though, but we decided to dry it out as long as we can. Then my uncle decided he wanted to take it for a rip and clear it out. My one tire where the throttle is all locked up. So that started dragging, and then we ended up managing to get it free. And we got it free, and then it locked up again at Grandma's house, so we had to leave it like that until we can find out what the problem is. And it's still like that as we speak, guys. But anyways, I gotta wrap this up because I'm almost at work. So we go to inside Grandma's house. We're all, well, not all of us, just me and my brother. We're completely soaked from head to toe. My brother ended up going home in rubber boots and boxer shorts, nothing else. I'm sorry for mentioning that, Liam. I just had to say it. Yeah, so I ended up I pretty much did the same thing. So I'm not the only one that was or my brother wasn't the only one in boxer shorts and rubber boots. Well, not really boxer shorts for me because I was in shorts, but LOL. Not really that funny because I don't want to make fun of my brother. I'm not really actually making fun of my brother. It's just, I don't really want to mention it in the video. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say, guys, but Liam, I'm sorry if I mentioned that to you, okay? Or no. What am I even talking about? Anyways, I'm sorry for mentioning that into the video, Liam, okay? Anyways, I gotta wrap this up, guys. So, this will be released tonight, sometime, Wednesday, tonight. Anyways, we'll talk to you later, guys, and I'll hopefully bring up another video in the following day. Take care, and we'll see you later.